There's people that actually have those.
I know.
FYI.
So I'm self-aware enough to know that as much as I enjoy, like, loving on animals and playing with them and, like, being involved, I really just don't want to put in the effort to, like, keep one up.
Right.
Like,
The upkeep of
like,
an animal.
I know that I would do an animal injustice if I had one. Because, like, I wouldn't want to take it to the vet. I wouldn't. Like, I forget to feed myself. So what? I really don't think I need an animal because I don't want to forget to feed that. You know,
That's a very fair point. Like,
See, the problem with me is I'm the very opposite of that. Like, I get an animal and I'm like, okay, I'm going to feed it. I'm going to water it. I'm going to do my thing. And the next thing you know, this has now become like he's
your life partner.
Yeah, he's my life partner.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, he goes where I go. I walk in and they're like, he can't come in. I'm like, the fuck he can't. What's wrong with you? What are you talking about?
do you know much?
Come in.
Yeah, you know how much time and effort I put into this.
Yeah.
There's no way he can't come in.
I
with
love
me.
this thing more than you love your child.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm scooting your children out of the way to sit them on the airplane. Like, no.
Yeah, I think if I get another, so we have 2 big dogs right now. When these pass, if I do get another dog, which I'm sure we will, it'll be a small inside dog.
Yeah.
I can't.
I've never done big dogs.
I love my big dog.
Never
the other
done
one
big
does me.
Big dogs just aren't my thing.
There's something practical about a small dog though, because
Yeah.
you know, it can get in your lap without you knocking you out whenever it gets excited or something, and you know, you buy a bag of food and it lasts like 3 months instead of a week.
Yeah. That's the issue we have with our dog. I have an Akita Shepherd and whatever the hell the other dog is. So actually, fun fact: when we bought the second dog that we don't know the whatever the hell it is,
The mutt.
yeah, that's basically what she is.
Yeah.
But we decided one day we wanted a dog. The next day, we found her on like Facebook or whatever. This family in Arlington was getting rid of a litter. And it was a sketchy situation.
Okay.
It didn't seem sketchy at first.
All right.
But as the process went through, I was like, that's a little weird. So I was off one day, and it was my only day off. And I was like, well, can we get it next week? You know, whenever I have my days off or whatever it was. I don't remember exact details. But they're like, no, I'm moving out of my apartment or house or whatever. They need to be gone by tomorrow. So, okay. So we take our trip up to Arlington. We meet them at a gas station. They seem like really nice people or whatever. And they give us the puppy. They give us a crate and make our trip back. And we have to take this dog to the vet, you know, for its checkup and all that stuff. And the vet was like, well, has this dog already had shots? They had told us that it had. So my wife sends out a text to this lady's like, hey, can you send us over the shot record? And then they were like, their response was, I love you. I've always loved you, and I never stopped loving you. That was the response they sent. Huh. And so my thought process is they stole that litter, and they were just trying to make a quick buck off of them.
Right.
That's what I think.
It
was a really weird situation.
That took a turn I didn't think it was going to take, but okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know what to say because I was expecting to ask a question and it didn't. Now the question means nothing because I was like, that didn't go where I thought it was going to go.
Yeah, it was really weird. So I'm bad at storytelling. So
no, that wasn't a bad story. It was just I wasn't expecting it to go that way. So
yeah, so it was. So I really think they stole that litter, and we're trying to make it because we didn't pay a whole lot for this dog, but we wanted it, and now it's the most annoying dog I've ever had.
Hey,
it does not shut up. The wind's blowing, she's barking.
You know what's funny is that the 2 dogs I had that just passed a couple of years ago. The one dog, her name was Molly, and then I had Buster. Molly was a complete shithead. Just like, though, she was such an asshole. But I'll be damned if she wasn't my favorite little shit.
But I was going to say, you said it with so much love, though.
She was
so much
my
love
favorite little shit in the whole world. I was like, you caused me so many problems, but goddamn, I love you. Like, and the other one was so chill and just never caused a problem. It was like having kids.
Yeah.
It was like you had the one golden child, and then you had this hellion for the other one. But I'll be damned if I didn't pay more attention to the hellion because I was like, you little asshole, like you're just the funniest little.
You just keep me so entertained.
Yeah, you keep me entertained even though I want to choke you half the time you're around. Like it's. So have you ever had animals? I mean, you don't do animals at all.
No. My wife loves dogs. So,
okay.
my mother-in-law, she actually lives in home with us right now. She's like about to get into a house with all of her girlfriends and everything. But she has 2 saltwater tanks with like, I don't know if you know anything about saltwater fish.
Yeah.
But the maintenance is super high, and
Their fish.
and the fish are super like little bitty fish would be like $50.
Yeah.
Like, but she's all into that. She has like the living rocks with like coral, and there's like shrimp and other like. It's like
You got the goddamn ocean
crabs.
house.
But it's super cool to watch. But there's
So-
like whenever I just need a minute to chill out, I'll sit there and I'll watch.
Yeah.
Those aquariums, and they're super cool, and like there's all kinds of interactive like life in there that I don't even understand, like stuff that kind of looks like lily pads that are growing on the rocks. It's super neat, but I do not have I have patience in a lot of things, but I'm not getting into that.
When it comes to aquariums, I have never had an aquarium that I could keep up. Like, I always kill the fish.
So first off, that's a hobby.
Right?
That's not a relationship you have built with a fish.
Is
That fish doesn't love you back.
oh yeah, but no, that's a relationship you built with that aquarium.
That's what that is. There
That's
you
what
go.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's a hobby. That's people who say I have a pet fish. No, you don't. You have a hobby.
Unless it's like a koi fish, because like I don't know, do you know anything about koi fish? So like you can like pick, like you can put your hand in the water and they'll like put themselves in your hand, and like you can pet. They come
That's 'cause
up.
they're trying to commit
pet
suicide.
them.
So
no,
there's a podcast I watch that one of the guys on there has a koi pond, and he will put out on Instagram and stuff some of his. It's insane what these fish do.
yeah, they're like
exactly what you're talking
they're
about.
very touchy feely. They're
they'll
not like
swim
normal
up and,
fish.
like, suck on his fingers and like he pets them, and
This is kinky.
yeah, and then he pets them and all kinds of weird shit.
I've always wanted a koi pond, but then again, like I said,
My neighbor had one.
I'm just so worried that I work a lot. If I had like a standard 40-hour job, like a normal hours and all that, I would probably have hobbies where I could keep up with stuff like that. But I really, when it involves something living, I don't think I could do it. But
Nope.
circling back around, my wife, she loves dogs. Like she's been trying to get me to get another dog, or us get another puppy here, and I'm just like, man, I really don't want to. We've had a bunch of dogs. We actually the episode that we're missing. That morning, I came home from work and we ended up having to put down one of our dogs that day.
That's worse.
Yeah, I'm not trying to bring the mood down.
Yeah, you just did.
But,
You just did.
but hold on.
No.
Hey, it's all about perspective. It's the way
Yeah.
you look at things, right? So
Death. I'm just kidding. Go
you
ahead.
can't appreciate life without death.
There you go.
But no, we came home. She was a pit bull.
Okay.
The nicest, literally the nicest dog that I've ever been around, ever. But it was originally my father-in-law's dog, and then when he passed away, we inherited the dog. Mm-hmm. That was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
We thought she was gonna kick the bucket then. This pit was 17 years old by the time.
God damn.
Like, and my mother-in-law is just sitting there in the back, and she's like looking out the window. This dog's laying there on her pillow, and she's like, I don't know what she's holding on to. And I'm like, I tell her, I'm like, it's okay. She's lived enough life for 2 dogs.
Yeah.
You can put her down.
Yeah.
She got to the point to where all she could do was lift her head up. And I'm like, okay, we got to do this.
Yeah.
But I just really like not having all the hair and the barking. Like, as each dog goes, when their time comes, I'm like, it's a little more quiet around
It's
here.
a little bit more relaxing.
It's a little nice.
When my 2 dogs died, they were both 13. I'd had them for 13. I'd had them since they were puppies. And I swear, I don't mean to be mean, but I swear it was the same thing. I walked in one day and just kind of went, damn, it's quiet in here.
But it's also okay. So obviously you like that part. It's quiet. It's nice, but you're missing a part of your life.
Yeah, you are.
That's the biggest thing. Like when you have animals.
Yeah.
There's a famous quote. The dog is a part of your life, but you're all of theirs.
Yeah.
And it just makes me sad every time I hear it.
So
Yeah, I do miss them.
Yeah.
I do miss them.
I will always say I've only ever had one dog. When I was like 6 or 7, I can remember this pretty well. I don't know why, but I remember my grandfather and my mother taking me just up the road, just in the middle of Axtell, where I grew up, and in the middle of what you call it a town, it was really just a bunch of houses put together. But on one of those spots, it's like a small little farm kind of deal. You know, the guy kept goats and chickens and stuff like that, and there was this basset hound who had puppies, and my grandpa was like, or my mom, they were like, "Hey, do you want a dog?" And, yeah. And they made a pretty big deal out of it, and we went and I picked out one of the dogs, and then we left and then came back and then we paid for it. But I had that basset hound. Her name was Daisy. Love that dog. Nice. That was my dog.
That's a good name.
It was a free spirit, that dog.
Yeah.
But I had her from, like I said, I think I was 7. And the Christmas I was 20, I want to say. Yeah, I think so. Or 19. One of the two. I think it was 19. Literally Christmas morning, I went outside, and it was like one of those years where it was like oddly warm for Christmas.
Yeah.
And there was like a thunderstorm the night before, and some dogs would just freak out, right? Well, during that thunderstorm, we're guessing she had basically just had a heart attack because 7 to 19, and she's like 12.
Yeah.
But nah, that dog was everything to me.
Dude, I've heard. I mean, basset hounds are. I had a ex-old lady that had a basset hound. They're cool ass dogs, but they're hard to take care of because they get like that folds and stuff. It used to get like yeast infections all the time in the little folds. Like it was like, God damn, it's a hard ass dog to take care of. My little mutts were just like,
they just clean themselves.
Yeah, you just fed them, and bathed them every once in a while. Yeah, took them to the vet, got some shots. We're good to go, man. But that basset hound was really hard for her to take care of. Maybe she just had a lemon. I don't know, but like. It was really hard to take care of. Yours was easy? Yeah, so maybe she just had a lemon.
Let's see. I think there may be different variations. I know she was like a full-blooded basset hound, but like you see some of the, where they have the super droopy faces and like they're super wrinkly. Like she wasn't really like that. Like a little bit, but like she didn't have like all those extra folds like you see like the mastiffs and stuff have.
Yeah, like they show in the movies because that's the extra expressions they can give.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't like that at all, actually.
You all right?
Oh no, I'm not all right. Everything's falling apart.
It is.
Oh, get used to it, buddy. It only gets worse.
I've been used to it. Yeah, that's how life has gone lately.